Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industries. This issue is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables, and now supplying wide format equipment. The big news for the week for the print industry this week could have been the budget, but as far as print and business in general goes, it was, well, a damp squid, a real missed opportunity. Jim Chalmers' first budget of his new Labour government has only a modicum of support for print businesses, any businesses in fact, with the Federal Treasurer spending the large amounts of extra tax revenue businesses delivered over the year, mainly on welfare, on aged care, on mass energy relief. There are a few bright spots for small businesses, which of course is the majority of the print industry. There's an extension of the instant asset write-off to $20,000 for a year. There's encouragement to buy energy efficient assets, and there's a small $650 relief for the energy bills of business. However, there's no real incentive for investment. There was little in the way of tax reforms, or virtually nothing in fact, nothing in skills or training support, or in productivity articulation, increased articulation. Encouragingly, Chalmers, who's presided over the first surplus since the days of Peter Costello, did predict that inflation would be back to between 2 and 3% within 2 years. He says unemployment will stay low, but with immigration set to surge over the next 2 years, the dire labour shortage that many printers have been afflicted by, as are most other businesses, should ease somewhat. Commenting on the budget, Charles Watson from the PBCA said, "It's not a great budget for print. It doesn't address the measures that we at PBCA were looking for. The budget's no surprise, but still disappointing." Watson said he wanted to see productivity increases articulated, he wanted to see incentivisation for business to invest and to grow, and he said we still have a skill and labour shortage, and there remains a lack of clarity in how that will be addressed, even with the immigration intake uptake. Watson said the instant asset write-off extension is welcome, but the reality is that print business can't buy much of an asset for less than 20 grand. He said the $650 energy relief is not going to make much of a dent in most printers' power bills, that's for sure. From July 2026, employers will need to pay super at the same time as they pay salaries and wages. That was one of the extra things in the budget, rather than once a quarter as they do at present. In other news, the Australian arm of EPAC Flexible Packaging is launching an in-house design service, and that's aimed at supporting brands of all sizes to optimise packaging and design branding. EPAC has signed up a network of designers including David Shembry Studios, Designable Birdstone and Thick Black Frames, and they've all joined EPAC to help bring new and existing customers' brands to life, providing, says EPAC, packaging design support as well as branding and content services, which will support their growth journey. EPAC works a lot with new startups and small businesses. To celebrate the launch of the offering, EPAC is offering a design competition open to new and existing customers, as well as design and creative agencies. That competition will run from now until the end of June, and the winner, the lucky winner of the EPAC Packaging Design Awards, is set for $5,000 worth of flexible packaging in the form of roll stock or pouches. Print businesses at Sign, Display and Promotional Products Expo Visual Impact, which has just taken place, we're getting their checkbooks out, with exhibitors reporting good sales, brisk sales during the expo. There were some 90 exhibitors. They were displaying their wares, and it was at the first visual impact that there's been for 4 years because of COVID, of course. Organisers reporting good visitor numbers over the 3 days of the show. It was held in Sydney at the Olympic Showground. Among those ordering new kit, Melbourne-based Printflex. It bought a new HP R2000 latex flatbed printer. Bought it from distributor Ball & Doggett actually, while Quick Copy North Sydney bought a new Colorado 5M 1.6 metre wide roll-to-roll printer with white from its distributor Starl Eaton. Congratulations to the Footscray Minuteman store, which has taken out the company's top overall performance award from the franchisor Minuteman International. And that comes less than 3 years after Jag Kajani and Durga Majani bought the store, just as COVID began to bite. Finally this week, don't forget that Drupa organisers are asking Australian and New Zealand printers to take part in an online survey, for which you'll receive a free copy of the €499 Drupa Global Trends Report, which will contain the results of that survey. It's a great deal. Go to the story on print21.com.au, it'll take you 10 minutes, follow the links and do the survey, which will take you 10 minutes. And on print21.com.au you can also watch Sabina Gelderman talk to Print21 publisher Lindy Hewson in Germany this week on what printers can expect to see at the big show, which is now just a year away. That's it for this week's Play Print21 news section. Thanks to our sponsor Ball and Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson signing off, editor of Print21, in case you didn't know, signing off for another week.